You ever had your trash raided by a bandit wearing a tiny mask? No, I'm not talking about your weird neighbor Steve. I'm talking about raccoons. Those mischievous little trash pandas that love to wreak havoc in our backyards. They're clever, they're resourceful, and let's be honest, they're pretty darn cute. But how much do you know about these masked marauders? In this video, we're diving deep into the world of raccoons to uncover 5 fascinating facts that might just surprise you. Get ready to have your mind blown and maybe even develop a newfound appreciation for these often misunderstood creatures. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride as we explore the amazing world of raccoons, right here, right now. Okay, first up, let's talk about those paws. You know how people say, "I've got to get my hands on that" when they're excited about something? Well, for raccoons, that's not just a saying. Their paws are their most important tools. They're incredibly sensitive, with 5 dexterous fingers on each paw that are packed with nerve endings. That means they can feel even the smallest differences in texture, temperature, and weight, which comes in handy when you're a nocturnal forager rooting around in the dark for food. In fact, their sense of touch is so highly developed that it's actually better than their eyesight. Think about that for a second. They can literally feel their way through life. And speaking of feeling their way through life, check out this raccoon trying to figure out what to do in the water. Next up on our list of raccoon revelations, these guys are incredible climbers. Seriously, they put Spider-Man to shame. Their sharp claws and strong limbs allow them to scale almost any vertical surface with ease. Trees? No problem. Fences? Piece of cake. Brick walls? Please, that's nothing but a staircase to a raccoon. And don't even get me started on their ability to squeeze into tight spaces. If a raccoon can fit its head through an opening, the rest of its body can follow. That's why they're always getting into our attics and chimneys. But sometimes their climbing antics lead to some pretty hilarious encounters, especially when humans are involved. Like this raccoon that decided to relax and enjoy a nice scratch on the head. Cunning little critters. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so raccoons are good at feeling things and climbing things, big whoop. But here's the thing, they're also incredibly intelligent. We're talking Mensa-level smart here, people. Raccoons have been shown to have excellent problem-solving abilities. They can figure out complex puzzles, often faster than dogs and even some primates. And once they learn a solution, they remember it. That's right, they're not just clever, they're resourceful too. Take this experiment, for example. Researchers designed a puzzle box with a tasty treat inside, and it only took a few tries for the raccoons to figure out how to open it. Even more impressive, they remembered the solution weeks later. Talk about brain power. The garbage connoisseurs. Let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, food. Raccoons are notorious for their love of garbage, and it's no secret that they'll eat pretty much anything they can get their little paws on. But did you know that they're actually omnivores? That means they have a surprisingly diverse diet that includes both plants and animals. Sure, they love to raid our trash cans for discarded pizza crusts and half-eaten candy bars, but they also enjoy munching on fruits, nuts, insects, frogs, fish, and even the occasional small mammal. Hey, a raccoon's got to eat, right? And sometimes their culinary curiosity leads them to some pretty strange and unexpected snacks. Like this raccoon, for example, who seems to have developed a taste for, wait for it, spaghetti. The chatty bandits. Last but not least, let's talk about communication. Raccoons might not be able to hold a conversation about the latest blockbuster movie, but they do have a unique and surprisingly complex way of talking to each other. They use a combination of vocalizations, body language, and even scent marking to get their message across. From hisses and growls to chirps and purrs, raccoons have a whole vocabulary of sounds they use to express themselves. They even have a special high-pitched call that mothers use to communicate with their kids. How cute is that? But sometimes their communication skills, or lack thereof, can get them into some pretty funny situations, like this raccoon, for example, who seems to be having a very animated conversation with, well, we're not quite sure. So there you have it, folks. 5 fascinating facts about raccoons that prove these masked bandits are much more than just trash-loving troublemakers. They're intelligent, resourceful, and surprisingly adaptable creatures that play an important role in their ecosystems. Next time you see a raccoon scurrying across your backyard, take a moment to appreciate their unique skills and quirky personalities. You might just be surprised by what you discover. Thanks for joining me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.